You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football, simulcast on AM 1400, The Growler. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Arizona, good afternoon. It is high noon. We are getting things kicked off in just a few. This is South Tucson Youth Football Week 4 action. We get things started in conference play. We got a lot to talk about in our games today. Game's kicking off in just about 2-3 minutes left. They're getting things ready. Of course, Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty taking on Diddler's Family Restaurant. That's one of our feature games, as well as Tremor's Pizza versus Kathy's Country Cookin'. We enter this season, we enter this week 4, with only, I'm checking my notes to be correct, I believe we have seven undefeated teams left in South Tucson. We do, in fact, and of course, Kathy's Country Cookin', one of them, kicking off to get things started. Their big game against Tremor's Pizza, a tough road game. We also have Francois Creperie taking on Happy Release Manicures. Francois Creperie, one of the strongest teams we've seen so far in out-of-conference play. They've got a big game to kick off Foreign Legion play, as well as the Creamy Surprise, taking on the defending champions, the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet. Binging Texan have not had the best start to a season. They are currently sitting at, well, they're 2-1, but they haven't looked all that impressive as far as that goes. But there's, of course, a lot to play for. A lot can happen. And, of course, right now you're seeing all the games you'll be seeing on this channel for week 4. All 60 teams playing today. We'll get you whip around coverage of the games in those top 2 rows so you can see what you'll be seeing if you stick around with us for just a little bit longer. And we are just about starting here. I believe we're going to head over. That we are right here for kickoff between Flappy Pappies and Diddler's. Family Restaurant Diddler's, of course, winning the toss. They will return it. They will receive, excuse me. And they're going to start things off by taking it from their own 29. That is Salmon spawning with a first down off the first play from scrimmage. Nice to see that from Diddlers. The fans expect a lot from them, and this last season, I think, was their first season they really came into their own and looked pretty good. We got other games to talk about. Over here, we have Trevor's Pizza starting things off from scrimmage. That is Shrimp Quarantines going off for a big run. Pass to Doherty. Kathy's country cooking. Again, one of our undefeated teams right now. They are, big stop in the back. Preventing. That was Eugene Splicer with that tackle for loss. My God, just hammered Shrimp Quarantines. Stick with this one as Quarantines breaks free into the end zone for over 40 yards and the opening touchdown in that game. 6-0. And on the opening drive, Shrimp Quarantines 50 yards on 4 rushes. Over to Francois Crapery, who are starting things off from deep in their own red zone. Delay a game penalty. We just catch that. Must have forced a punt on Happy Release. Royal Caribbean Cruise. Featuring has not seen anything yet. But again, I think this is their first real play of offense from scrimmage. Oh, it takes a bobble and is incomplete. That's the other thing we're looking at right now. The Binging Texan got a field goal on their opening drive. And that leaves the Creamy Surprise, thanks to Shavakadu, who's going to hand that off. They're going to hand off to him, and he's just got nothing on that one. Cork Brosnan lining up behind center is yet to throw it. 2 rushes for 7 yards, and he's going to get sacked for a massive loss. It's back to 4th and 15. They're going to punch it. We're going to head over to Salmon spawning with the first touchdown for Diddlers in that game against Flappy Pappies. That's the opening touchdown of that one. Well, Tremors, again, we saw they had the start. They started off with a big touchdown against a very difficult Kathy's Country Cooking. Tremors 2-1 in the Gluttony League. Some really good matchups here. In the featured games, we got 2 undefeated teams. Francois Craper again taking on 2-1 Happy Release Manicures. Tremors Pizza 2-1 as well. Here right now is Kathy's taking over after that punt. Meanwhile, it's Scurvy Rickett, quarterback for Kathy's. Finds a receiver, doesn't get enough on it, gets only 4 yards of offense. But again, a big drop back. Dishwalla Pearson. If the offense for Kathy's is going to come through, it's going to come through Dishwalla Pearson. He's had such a strong season so far. And again, he breaks into the backfield. Into the secondary, excuse me. And it's been Kathy's and their run game that has just been impossible to stop. See if I can pull up some statistics and give you some information. Pearson in 3 games has had 475 yards of rushing. The average is 9.1 yards per carry. It's been unbelievable to see. And we're seeing hit with a big catch for Tremors. Going to give Cathy's a bit of fits here. Go over to another team that's undefeated, currently down, going to be returning this punt. Francois Crapery brought down deep, and they're going to start from way in their own end of the field. Still early, that's Glendrell Splendid. Again, we were talking about a lot of strong running backs. You know, Glendrell Splendid is absolutely one of them. Veteran leader on that team. And one of the reasons a lot of people were talking about basically about why they think Francois Crapery will do so well this season. As well as Bregnant Pregante, their star quarterback. Very young quarterback, first season. In the first quarter already. And checking out the creamy surprise. We're up 7-3, but Binging Texan deep in their own zone. Currently, football. Simon Garfunkel gets it too. I think that was Patrick. I couldn't quite see the name. And they're going to have to punt. And doing his the old tail chase technique is Nicholas. That's holding against the offense. That's just going to back up the creamy surprise even more. 2nd and 21. No Decahedron Lewis gets that little grab and rushes it up the middle. Back to 3rd and 3. This should be gettable. Handing it off to Free. Shabakadu gets the first down. And again, that defense that we knew, or that offense of the Binging Texan was what got them through to the championship last season. The defense is there, but if the defense doesn't show up, they can't rely on their offense to do it. And it's going to be another touchdown for the creamy surprise. They've got off to an early lead against the Binging Texan. Well, tied up here, Flappy Pappies and Diddlers. That was Velveeta Dream with a catch. 1st and goal in the red zone. And Carpathia Titanic in for the touchdown. (14-7) for Flappy Pappies in the green. Moving on. Diddlers, family restaurant, away team, of course. A red zone opportunity here for Happy Release Manicures. And head over to there. They are facing Francois Crapery, who have gotten a 10-7 lead. Halfway through the 2nd quarter, and that is gain of 5 for Happy Release. 3rd and 5. Fourth and inches, they're going to kick the field goal and tie this one up. No good. And Francois Creperie in the dark blue will take over, deep in their own zone. It is Glendrell Splendid breaking free into the secondary for a huge rush. 20 yards and a first down. For Francois Creperie, we're going to stay with this one for just a moment. Brigante, oh, he's knocked down for a loss, a big loss, 3rd and 18. That is caught, brings it up to at the 47-yard line by Kareem Amos. Brigante, boys he's got, gets Amos again, maybe just short of the first down marker, but 2nd and inches. Like Tremors Pizza just kicked a field goal. That is again going to be that's another even bigger hole that Kathy's is in. Happy Release can use their timeouts now. I want to get the ball back with as much time as possible. We're hitting the 2 minutes left in the half already. There's the punt. Now we're going to check in on Flappy Pappies and Diddlers tied at 14 right now. And that was well defended by Diddlers. 2nd and 10, just knocking on the door of the red zone. Hackett gets in there, and Gage Barber, the quarterback, hasn't had to do much. Only thrown 13 times, connected for 5. And that's going to be incomplete, 5 for 14. Not the best day so far. With 2:24 to go in the first half. Still going to take it the early lead. So there we go. 17-14. Lappy Pappies. Head back over to Happy Release, who have made their way down the field into the red zone. For Lionel Richie Stevens, it's only 4th and goal. And Francois Creperie now do the same thing. They call a timeout. The kick is up. It's no good. Again, a missed field goal. And Francois Creperie now have a minute and 1 second to try to extend this lead. Pregante dumps it off just barely to Royal Caribbean Cruise. And he gets 21 yards on the play. Brewers use their last timeout. We go to the embiggener to see the ball exactly where it is and see that the spot is correct for a 2-yard gain. Again for the first down at 50. Splendid moves up the first down and again moves the chains. 20 seconds, clock is ticking. Flag on the play, this might be a free play. He's brought down for a sack. Let's see what the penalty is. It's defensive offsides. That stops the clock and moves him up 5 yards. We're going to go for the field goal. It's a long one. It's good. 13-7. I think they could have run one more play. Maybe the coach of Francois Creperie just wants to get him into the locker room as soon as possible. Here's the kickoff. Four seconds left. That'll be at halftime. At this point, we're going over to Carpathia Titanic, who gets another touchdown for Flappy Pappies. 23-14. Here comes the extra point. And with that, we go over to the Creamy Surprise, who just scored. Well, they just kicked a field goal with 2 seconds to go. And we'll head back to the second half of Francois Creperie and Happy Release. Happy Release will kick off to start this one. 13-7, it's close. I wouldn't necessarily say we're on upset alert just yet. But the Creperie, a little closer than they'd like to see it. Happy Release, of course, lost 34-24 to Crossbow the Month Club last week. Francois Creperie have had a couple of tight ones. 4-point wins against Bully Factory and Porno Shop. And they broke free and beat Big Falls last week, 42-24. They're doing just enough. Their opponents haven't been that great, but this is where we'll see what they can do. Going long, touchdown to Lopez. Brady Lopez brings it in, and that is the explosive offense that we can expect to see from Francois Crapery getting the touchdown. What a play. And head over and check in on. Flappy Pappies and Diddlers just went to half, the half. That is 24-21 in that game. Take a look at Tremors still in the lead. That's a potential upset game. I think Cathy's are one of our undefeated teams. One of our 7 undefeated teams still left. And offensive holding will move him out of the red zone. Back to the 30. 2nd and 18. Scurvy Ricketts finds a receiver. It's Leak. And it's going to come back even further for another penalty.
Go!
Well, there's one thing that these kids need to learn, discipline. But again, what can you do there? Between the ages of 10 and 13, they're still learning discipline just in general lives. That is what football does. It instills teamwork, discipline, humility, and the desire to prove that you are better than your peers in physical battle. The Cathy's will cut it to a 4-point deficit with a field goal. They'll have to settle for that. And we're going to go over to Diddlers and Flappies, and that's a big sack. Sack time on Gage Barber. Just hammered into the ground.
Go!
Flappies will go for a field goal. Extend it to a 6-point lead. We're going to head over to the Creamy Surprise, putting the work in and housing the binging Texan, 27-3. We are not seeing the binging Texan that we saw last season win the championship. I don't know if some of the new recruits just didn't turn out like they had hoped, but they got to figure something out. They are in a very tough division. There's not going to be any easier games coming up for them anytime soon. Gluttony League could just be one big pick'em, I think. Very possible. And there was some Bridget Jackson. All right, that is Matthias Crunk. Okay, leadership there. Crunk. In the end zone, and it's no good. Incomplete. Simon Garfunkel, 8 out of 23, 2 interceptions. You know, it's a young, inexperienced quarterback. There's going to be bumps in the road. And he's brought down in the back yet again, this time by Brodarius Ham. 3 sacks in the day already. And he is going ham. Union Tech gonna have to settle for a field goal. It's 27-6 right now. This is a very surprising result, I would have to say. We'll get back to this one in just a few. Let's head over to Cathy's, who are down by 11 on the drive. Scurvy Rick has just crossed the... Oh, he just gets it to Mangum. Mangum with the touchdown. Cathy's back within a score. Kicks up, kicks good. Heading into the fourth quarter, it's a 4-point game. Going to head around to the game just for a moment just to get updates on the scores. Over there, the Creamy Surprise are up 27-6 on the binging Texans. Texans trying to make something happen, and they get sacked in the backfield again. Meanwhile, Francois Creperie have just blown open that game against Happy Release Manicures 37-7 with just a minute left to go in the third. Flappy Pappies have extended their lead with a, they're going to get another touchdown. That was a huge catch right on the goal line. In for the score. It's 41-21 with this extra point coming. Carpathia Titanic, 4 touchdowns today. Huge, huge performance by Carpathia Titanic. This is the game we're going to stick with because it is clearly a 4-point. It is our only close game right now. A 4-point game between 2-1 Tremors and 3-0 Cathy's. Of course, two of our 7 undefeated teams being featured right now. Other ones later. We even have a battle of the undefeated in the Foreign Legion later on between Mama Laganos and Yemen's Warehouse. So a couple of O's are going to be dropping off today. At least one is guaranteed. Over the Embiggener to see where exactly that ball gets spotted. It's a 3-yard gain for Tremors. I'm going to be with you for the next 90 more minutes. Our first slate of games already winding down. This is the close one. Tremors will have to punt it, so Cathy's have a chance. They almost fielded it and missed the field. They'll take it from their own 20, though. Actually, kind of a happy accident there. As Dishwalla Pearson brought down in the back for a loss of 5 by Popcorn Shingle. And the Tremors defense come in big. They will force the punt, and Newman gets it to the 46. And Tremors will take this over. Try to defend their lead. Then he forced the punt. Here comes Cathy's with 2:34 to go. Trying to get into that end zone and preserve their undefeated record. They get to the 2-minute warning. They're brought down in the back, 2nd and 18. to Branch, who, we didn't even see him on the far end. But there's offensive holding. It's going to move him even further back. 2nd and 28. And Ricketts will throw it for another incompletion. Practically moving backwards this whole thing. They're going to break open, though. It's Brodavius Gunch. Brodavius Gunch catching it for the touchdown, giving Kathy's Country Cookin' the lead by a field goal. This is getting down to the wire. I'm going to check in on Flappy Pappies and Diddlers. That is getting... Oh, it's a little closer. Diddlers have the ball. We're going to keep an eye on this one. And Byzantine Pope breaks free into the secondary. He breaks a tackle. Here comes, he's got 2 more to beat. It's going to be a huge touchdown, but there's a flag. Let's see. It's going to come all the way back for holding. A 95-yard play, completely nullified. And we will stick with that one. We'll get back to that one if we need to. Going around, Francois Creeper, still have a 16-point lead. They're just trying to hold on to it with just about 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Pregante throwing downfield. Wide open. Oh, he misses it. And the Creamy Surprise, 44-6. Just a housing of the binging Texans. So let's head back to our close game here. Tremors with 1:13 to go. 4th and 1. This could be game. They look deep, and it's nobody there. The play broken up. It's going to be, well, it's going to be offensive holding. I think the defense... Oh, is it defensive holding? Well, Tremors, I guess Tremors take it over. It's 1st and 1. Hicks makes the play. Oh, big hit on Hicks to keep him from the end zone. Richard Smalls, 16 for 35, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not a bad day for the Tremors quarterback. Another flag on the play. Smalls might have a free play here. Gets to his receiver, and it's a touchdown. Let's see if it comes back. Looks like it will. Marty Babcock called for holding.
Sit up. Sit up.
And that will be the final score, 27-24. Kathy's Country Cookin'. Head back around the grounds. Flappy Pappies have this one under control. That's going to be a catch to Dan Marley Edwards. And Diddlers will use their last timeout. Francois Creperie, well, they held on to it. It's been a 9-point game. So Kathy's the first team to go 4-0 here in South Tucson. They're going to hold this one till as long as they can and bring this game to a close. They will also go to 4-0. Pretty surprised to take this one down. Binging Texans still moving, but game has been over for a while. We're going to head to some bonus coverage now. Just getting to the end. Made in Taiwan. Well, they just let in a score, and they're gonna cover an onside kick and take this one to the end. It was very close. Twin Towers Construction got it within 2. Oh, big hit on Pizza Party Green by Triple Hash Brown. That was their last timeout, and well, that's going to throw it again. They could just run this out and win this game by 2. Throwing it again. Here's the punt. They're going to give Twin Towers Construction a chance to field this with no time on the clock. And that will be game right there. As all these games coming to a conclusion, we got other bonus coverage. Look at this score. You Need a Clown getting worked by Crash Zone Trampoline Experience, 80-21. What a just dismantling. CTE coming off their first loss, and they throw it to Cork and Wood all alone. What is going on with You Need a Clown? There's a brand new 10-year-old quarterback, Del Taco, who has just not produced like they had hoped.
Go!
And Brandon Nubian, the veteran quarterback. Throws a pick to Dorsey. So Dorsey will, I guess it was a penalty on the play, so I did not. That was pass interference that just kind of nullified it. So we go to Rochambeau, and a face mask called on Crampton Crowded.
Push!
Just to give you an idea, Del Taco trying to just make something happen. Gets it to CQD Olympic. Big play, big touchdown. It is consolation at best. You Need a Clown will put 28 on the board. They will have allowed 87. And this is gonna basically be over. Holland Oates will field the kickoff. And they'll take over from their own 31-yard line. Brandon Nubian getting chased down in the backfield. Will run it. And he's taken out. Oh, diving tackle by Cameron Hayford. Technically a sack, loss of 1. Rochambeau will rush this one out and take this to the end. And that will basically be it. So, we are now seeing the first of our sessions of games coming to a close. We've got some scores for you on this. You saw a lot of these final scores. There they are. Flappy Pappy's 55-35. Kathy's Country Cookin' kept it close, but they and Francois Creperie maintained their undefeated records with wins over Tremor's Pizza and Happy Release Manicures. It's been quite the game, the session. You see Made in Taiwan had a close one. Coming up next, we got some big ones as well. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, another 3-0 team trying to make it 4-0. They got a tough road game against Danish Lou's. Chutney House, Extreme Dentistry, 3-0 against Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items. Those are both going to be difficult away games for those 3-0 teams to go 4-0. And the other 3 will be taking the field at 1:25 local time. That's 3:25 on the East Coast. Holy Balls, Mama Logano's and Yemen's Warehouse, 3 other undefeated teams. One of them's going to have to get down to 3-1. That's going to be either Mama Logano's or Yemen's Warehouse. Other than that, we'll see. So we're going to take a quick break from the action. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with more South Tucson youth football. We'll be right back. We got a game starting off here. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, another one of our new teams out of the Foreign Legion. That's Pasta Bread Bowl. They're young running back. Handing it off again. And they're taking on Danish Loose Chutney House.
Tonight.
Danish Loose currently 2-1 with a pretty difficult schedule so far. They got some good wins over Tax's Roadhouse and Horse Pussy Saloon. Their one loss to Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners have just been running through the competition with huge huge point differentials. You know, if that was a statistic we had to track, they would be leading easily. A 32-point win over Del Grango's Discount Seafood. A 24-point win over Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. And Stations of the CrossFit, they defeated by 55 points. So they're one of those teams that is just hammering their opponents. We head over to Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items. They are already driving into the end zone. This is a difficult game coming up against Extreme Dentistry. Cramblers also 2-1. With one of the toughest and most impressive schedules in all South Tucson. Wins over Pawn Shop in the Nazarene and Made in Taiwan. Their only loss to CTE. But we saw get that big win over You Need a Clown in the early session. That 87-28 win. And Extreme Dentistry 3-0. Wins over You Need a Clown, The Booze Hole, and 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. They blew out 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. 63-21 was that final score. And over this one, Crossbow of the Month Club taking on one of our other new teams, Biblical Proportions, Blessed Buffet. This is a battle of cross-division teams in the EAC, the Ethical Athletic Conference. Of course, the Virtues and the Vices divisions. You can kind of guess which team fits in which. Biblical Proportions. Of course, in the Virtues division, they're going to pitch play that one to George. He's going to get about 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 5. And Biblical Proportions sitting at 2-1. Impressive win against the Mole Shot last week. A close one, 17-16. And that's going to be a big catch by Mario Goff. He was Super Mario Goff on that one. George is going to rush that one, gets dove at by... George just gets hammered on that play. And these children, they just don't understand how their bodies are so frail and still growing. And yet they just throw their bodies at one another with reckless abandon. Most of them causing all sorts of trauma late in their life. But hey, just for a little bit of glory right now. We got one more game we're coming out to right now. Welders of the Universe. Already down. It's actually just going to be tied up as they just get a touchdown. Oh, excuse me. Sam and Sons get a touchdown. That's Magic Mouthwash with number 2 for the day for Sam and Sons. Sam's lost a heartbreaker last week to Pawn Shop and the Nazarene. We're talking about them potentially going into conference play undefeated 3-0 as well. And they are looking very angry. They're putting a lesson on conference rival Welders of the Universe. Again, these cross-division games. And that was Cash Considerations fielding the kickoff. Again, the BCC, the Blue Collar Conference, where these two teams play. And that's Connie Manifesto breaking open with a catch. Oh, so many defenders to beat. They're going to try to get the angle on him. He's going to get in for the touchdown. And it's going to be now a one-score game again. Welders of the Universe, on only a few plays, get right back in it against Sam and Sons Gazebo Repair, a team that really hasn't really shown to be much since their very first season back in 2016, where they made it to the championship game as the 3 seed, lost to You Need a Clown. This is the first time we're really seeing a lot of hope from those Sam and Sons fans who traveled pretty well. I mean, they all live in South Tucson, so, you know, it's not really that hard to travel well for a game. But, you know, Bob Swana on defense for Welders, stopping that one. There's Jeffrey. Jeffrey goes to the out route. Oh, my God, bounced off of one another in the way that only child bodies can do, I suppose. Still developing, and, yeah, why not? Why not on that one? Well, they have to punt, and Humphrey will take this punt. We're going to head over to one of our other featured games. Cramblers taking on Extreme Dentistry. That's a 3-0 score. Cramblers with a slight lead after one quarter. We're going to see what Cramblers in their home purple and silver picked off. Oh, it's picked off and by Tron Kilo. Tron Kilo taken down right there, and Vinny Gasau hands it off to Territorial Pissings, the running back for Extreme Dentistry. Another handoff, and Pissings, into the secondary, down to the 30, marking the 31. Territorial Pistons pitch play. He gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tonight.
And down to the 6 with a big play to Higdon. And Pissings again brings it down to the 1-yard line. Got 26 yards today. The pitch play. Oh, he's brought down the backfield. Cramblers have found a way to stop it. That is Hurricane Standback. Again, a veteran defender. They're going to kick the field goal. It's up. It's good. It's tied with 6:23 to go in the first half of play. Head over to a red zone opportunity. Sam and Sons doing this again. 14-7, 9:45 to go in the second quarter. Just started. Hand it off to Mario Hodges. He's brought down for a gain of about 2. 2nd and goal. Jeffrey thrown for 2 touchdowns already. Looking for number 3. He's brought down in the backfield. It's a sack. Again, all the strong defensive linemen, they don't really put the talent on the offensive line. They just kind of put bodies there. I've learned here in South Tucson. And so you'll see some kids just kind of get work pretty hard. And again, these are learning lessons. These are life lessons as they kick the field goal for a 10-point lead. We head over to Danish Lou's Chutney House with an 11-point lead after a touchdown on Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners. We're going to stick here right now at the kickoff and see what's going on with Little Vanuatu, an undefeated team going into this game, facing a tough conference opponent. That's Fragrant Bookie with the return all the way up to the 30. And they're going to hand it off. We go to the embiggening to see that ball and how it moves. Exactly 2 yards. Very clear in that one. Diterius Mays throws it over the top to Curry. And 4 for 10, 51 yards for Mays. That's not a great stat line right now. He hasn't been asked to do much, but he dumps it off again quickly to Fragrant Bookie. 2nd and 5. Haven't had the ball for very long. Mays dropping back in. He's hurried by a defender. Dumps it off to Thornton for the big catch. And a first down inside the red zone. Let's stick with this and see if Little Vanuatu can get their first touchdown of the game with 3:18 to go in the half. They get it to Morris Better. His second catch, his first touchdown. And Little Vanuatu close it to a 4-point game. Check in with some of our other games right now. 2.5 to go. Still tied at 3 between Cramblers and Extreme Dentistry. And Cramblers through Tecmo Bo Jackson get a big gain, cross the 50. 2-minute warning. That's going to be another catch by Compilation Album. They call a timeout. Hatton pending. 7 for 13, 90 yards, no touchdowns yet. But he's been moving the football, moving this team downfield. That's going to be into traffic and incomplete. We'll get back to that one in just a second. Biblical Proportions have taken the lead against Crossbow of the Month Club, 10-3. That score with a 2-minute warning coming up. Welders of the Universe fielding a punt. They're down by 17, 24-7 against Sam & Sons. Gazebo Repair will head back to this one. Cramblers in the red zone, looking to get the first touchdown of that game with a minute and a half to go. Been a defensive affair for these teams. Hatton pending, hurried by 2, dumps it over the top, cannot be held on to. 2nd and 10. That's going to be Everett Connor, I believe, with the catch. For a couple of yards. 3rd and 7. Tecmo Jackson. They read the play perfectly. 4th and 11. Going to be another field goal attempt. Up and no good. Well, again, that's your youth football kickers for you. You cannot rely on them in any sort of way. And Extreme Energy will take over. There's a flag on the play. Minute left to go in the half. They are going to be backing up yet again. 1st and 20. Vinny Basau. Oh, it's incomplete. Just trying to move the football. Field position. A real battle in this game. Basau again. Oh, it's picked off by Hurricane Standback. There was no one there. Basau was hurried. And Standback got it. Patent pending. Now in his own red zone. It's picked off again in the end zone by Davidson. Well, we have 2 rookie quarterbacks making horrible errors here. And maybe if I'm one of the coaches, I want to take this to the locker room and just have them get balls loose. And it's recovered by Extreme Dentistry. These kids look tired. They look confused. They look a little manic and most certainly dehydrated. And that's going to be a punt all the way back to the 50. Where Moss brought down to the 35-yard line, 34. 20 seconds ago, Cramblers have a chance to take the lead going into the half. But not with defense like that. Tecmo Bo Jackson, they have made him a non-factor. 41 yards this half. They have stopped one of the most powerful running backs in all of South Tucson. That's a roster player with a 2nd catch, the tight end. And to try to get the lead, they will kick and miss it. It's 1 second to go, and this will be the half. In one of the most intriguing games of our second set. 3 apiece between Extreme Dentistry, the undefeated Extreme Dentistry, and the 2-1 Cramblers. The tough battle we thought it was going to be. And we're looking at with 40 seconds to go. This is Danish Team Chutney House. Still up by 11. That Scientific Map brought down just short of a first down. Just kind of takes a header. I guess grabbed him by the hands and made him go face first into the turf. They will punt, and Little Vanuatu will field it. Abrams. It's the Van Dan matchups. Exactly. Go!
Tonight.
And that'll be a halftime score, 21-10. It's already in the third quarter of play is Biblical Proportions. We just punted it to Crossbow of the Month Club. Let's see what Crossbow can do. We actually have a red zone opportunity already. Let's head over to this one. Welders of the Universe trying to dump that in. Nope, not going to be there. 2nd and goal. We'll stick with this. Kirk Fogg, veteran QB, hits Lyles inside the 2. Nehemiah Lyles, the running back, brings that one in. Fogg sees the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. That was Mac Ryan. Unable to get that one, and they'll miss the field goal. So Sam & Sons deep in their own side of the half of the field. but up by 24, and that's going to be a safety. But it will be a defensive face mask. Which, well, I guess they will cook the safety. I don't understand that, but all right then. We're going to head over to Scramblers and Extreme Dentistry. That's Territorial Pissings breaking into the secondary for another first down.
Sit up. Sit up.
And patent pending. This game is still only 3-3. Kind of waiting for it to open up, and that's going to be roster player with a catch for the first down. Very important catch. And Tecmo Bo Jackson untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Cramblers. I hate to call this an upset alert because I don't want to downplay Cramblers as a team. They are so talented. But with a minute to go in the third, they are now up, looking to put the first loss on the record of a team that has been considered one of the best in South Tucson by preseason experts. Extreme Dentistry were predicted, looking at my notes here, I believe Extreme Dentistry, we talked about going, some of our experts had them going 9-1 and winning the conference. So that's a pretty substantial prediction and a pretty good loss, a pretty good upset to pull for a team like Cramblers. Vinny Basau brought down in the backfield. It's 4th and 2. Extreme Dentistry will have to punt, and we are into the 4th quarter of play. This is a tight game. We're going to go around the grounds just for a moment. Danish lose, up by 11. Still, they have maintained that lead with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time to play. That's, downfield missed, incomplete for Little Vanuatu. 4th and 10, they will have to punt. Little Vanuatu, another undefeated team, threatening to suffer their first loss by the hands of Danish lose. That's Malcolm Carrington throwing it for biblical proportions. Close one here, 10 points apiece. Tie game. Carrington looks for the end zone. Oh, just over the head of his receiver. Minute to go in the 3rd quarter. That's still plenty of time to play. We'll get back to that one in a bit. Sam and Sons, 15-point lead over Welders of the Universe. Currently, that one's still well in hand with a lot of time to play. But we're going to go back to this game, which is going very quickly. Extreme Dentistry, 7 minutes, 38 seconds to go in this game. Punting yet again. Cramblers have made this look so difficult for a team like Extreme Dentistry, who have just been pounding opponents mercilessly into the ground. Extreme Dentistry have put up 63 points, 41 and 27 points in their 3 games. They have not scored a single touchdown in this game, and that to me is absolutely stunning. And 2nd and 7. They're actually moving the football pretty well down here now. Vinny Basau out of the shotgun, hands it off to Pissings, but they saw that coming, got him in the backfield. Loss again. They're going to try to kick the field goal. It's not going to be an easy one. This is a tough field goal. It's up. It is no good. So, Cramblers, more time to run this clock down. We are potentially seeing two teams getting their first loss right now in this session. Little Vanuatu. They're still moving the football down. Territorial Pistons breaks free for a big run. And Danish lose with a two-score lead going into the fourth quarter. We're going to stick with this one. This one's closer to the finish. 4:25 to go, clock still running, but that is it's going to stop on a penalty. And let's see what Vinny Basau can do. Dumps it off to Pissings. Again, 4th and 4. They'll kick another field goal. That one will be good. It's a 4-point game for Extreme Dentistry. They can put a stop on Cramblers, who have also just not looked great on offense. Compilation album brings that one up to the 30. And that's going to be right to the embiggener to show how big that run was from Tecmo Bo Jackson, 163 yards. He is broken free in the second half. After only 41 first half yards. Patent pending, drops back. Incomplete. I don't know why they're throwing it. That stops the clock. Make Extreme Dentistry use their timeouts. Run the football. You have such a talented running back. Why don't you go to him? But again, the coach is not exactly the smartest. Patent pending going deep. Caught by Compilation Album down to the 20. And this game is so close. It's hanging by a thread. Tecmo Bo Jackson in for the touchdown. 2 minutes to go. Extreme Dentistry look like they are in trouble. An 11-point game with 2 minutes to go. They will have the football. They need 2 scores. Let's see how they start with the first one. And that was Snuggie Smith returning that kick. Vinny Basau looks to the sidelines. It's Waters. And they get... Oh, and there's a face mask. That is such a big error by Cramblers. Face mask moves the football even further. Vinny Basau looking, go long, gets it to Waters. He breaks free of the tackle, gets out of bounds, tries to get out of bounds. They had to call a timeout. Extreme Dentistry have stopped the clock with 1:41 to go. They're already moving downfield really well. Again, this time too, Dawson, Skreek. And Skreek gets the first down, gets out of bounds. Go! They are using this clock so well. Going again to the outside. That is the play they've been calling, those out routes. And Cramblers do not have an answer for it into the red zone. Basau going long. Oh, incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. Basau over the top. Incomplete. They're going to have to go for it. They are 4th and 10. This has to be game. Basau has time. Throws it. Caught by Snuggie Smith for the touchdown. They go to the veteran receiver. And they go for 2. Vinny Basau. Caught for 2 to Snuggie Smith, almost in the exact same spot. What a play. They are still down 3. They opt against going for the onside kick. They must be doing the math just right to know that Cramblers have to get a first down. They run it to Tecmo Bo Jackson. They call their first timeout. If they can stop them, Patent pending. Oh, incomplete. What are they doing throwing it? Oh, they could be making a huge error here. Patent pending again, throws it out, stopping the clock. It is 4th and 9. Minute and 2 seconds to go. They have given it back to Extreme Dentistry. Paul brought down to the 32. Well, here we go indeed. Vinny Bassow from his own 32. Incomplete. We're going to check quickly around the grounds. Welders of the Universe are down by 7, but they are still in their own half of the field. Incomplete again. 3rd and 10. Keep with this one in just a second. We'll check in another score in just a moment. Bassow, a lot of time to throw. Downfield. It's caught by Snuggie Smith again. Inside the 30. Quick check here. Crossbow of the Month Club down by 10 against biblical proportions. Bassow caught by Hairston. He's inside the 20. 20 seconds to go. Clock is still ticking. This is making for exciting football and really stupid coaching decisions. 3rd and 2. Extreme Dentistry have a chance to take the lead with 10 seconds to go. Vinny Bassow, incomplete. Do they go for it? Do they kick it? They are going for it. 4th and 2. Bassow, throw, intercepted by Dodd. And that will do it. Patent pending, picked off, but it's just as the game ends. Extreme Dentistry suffer their first loss. And we head to what is now a very close game. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners caught up with a minute and 19 seconds to go. They are down by 3. Danish Loose Chutney House moving the football. So we are down another undefeated team. We are down to 6. Extreme Dentistry do not go 4-0. Hughes looking to go long. He's got it to ball pair. Spalding ball pair. Locks that one up for Danish Lose, and Little Vanuatu will be suffering their first loss, meaning we'll be down to 5 undefeated teams. This one looks pretty under control. Biblical proportions. 27-10 victory over Crossbow of the Month Club. Welders of the Universe down by 14. They are still driving. We go to the Embiggener. It's 3rd and 3. Cannon gets the first down. Welders of the Universe, plenty of time to go. Final score of one of the other games not televised. Wandering Lush, 22. Kebab Barkers, 21. Kebab Barkers, yet another agonizingly close defeat. And we go to the Embiggener again to see whether or not they got the first down. They do not. 3rd and 2. And Welders being stopped by Salmon Sons, who with a win will improve to 3-1. And they will punt, which means Salmon Sons, so they'll take that one right to the line of scrimmage at the 24. Jeffrey, a lot of time still to play, gets the catch to Everett Irons for the first down.
Go!
Magic Mouthwash bringing in a big catch. Only 3 catches today, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Fairly quiet day for one of the star wide receivers of Salmon Sons, that of course being Magic Mouthwash. But Jeffrey, look at that stat line, 17 for 29, 314 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Make that 3 butterscotch toppings. We're just curse of the commentator there. Fans, we are down to 5 undefeated teams in South Tucson. That is a final score. Danish Loose Chutney House, 45. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, 28. We had two teams that remain undefeated that are 4-0 that won in our early session. Kathy's Country Cookin'. And the other one participating. Another team. God, I'm forgetting now. It was Kathy's Country Cookin'. It was Francois Creperie. We have lost both Little Vanuatu and Extreme Dentistry as undefeated teams. And we have 3 more undefeated teams taking the field in our late session, which will begin at 25 minutes after the hour. That's about 9 minutes from now. This is our last game still going on for a moment. We'll be heading to our studio to give you score updates. And, of course, everything else that goes along with it. That's an interception. Welders not done yet. Minute to go. Holy Balls will try to go to 4-0, as well as we will have a 4-0 team in either Yemen's Warehouse or Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. One of those two teams will go to 4-0. The other will get their first loss. It's our feature game of the entire weekend. And thank you so much for joining us. If you are new to South Tucson Youth Football, welcome. This is the premier Youth Football League in all of Arizona. In the greater South Tucson area, at least. You're listening to KYST 89.3 FM, The Bone, AM 1400, The Growler, and of course, simulcast on local access channel number 22. Oh man. Demario Hodges, 3 yards. Serviceable for Salmon Sons. They haven't needed him to do too much more than he has already, so, just going to let this one go ahead to conclusion and let the clock run out here, and that will be head over to. That will be a final score there. And that is our second session. And we'll go ahead and give you all the scores of the session you just saw. Not forgetting about the ones we saw again. Little Vanuatu and Extreme Dentistry both suffering their first losses. Salmon Sons biblical proportions. We saw the wins there. Wandering Lush getting that squeaking out to another win. Hootenannies putting a big blank on Moist Adventures. 24-0. Surprise result there. Second to none with a big win over nothing but Borscht. And, of course, our early set of games. Coming up in just a few, we have our last session. We've already told you what the big ones are to follow. It's going to be Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House taking on Yemen's Warehouse in a battle of the undefeated. Someone's O must go. Holy Balls have the Booze Hole. Tough away game for Holy Balls, one of the most explosive offenses. Plus, we'll be showing you the Bully Factory taking on 1-800-BUY-A-DAD and Rancho Robusto plus-size warehouse against Burns and Crackle. That's all coming up at 25 minutes past the hour. We're going to head to a quick break. In just a few, we'll be back with you in a few minutes. And here we go. We have action for you. Just kicking off. We're going to start by going across all 4 games that we're going to be featuring today. Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House starting things off strong with Go-Gurt Squeeze. Big play for Go-Gurt Squeeze, and they're going to hand it off to Marvelous Virgin, the veteran running back. Actually, that was Omar Henley. That was the backup. Getting those 7 yards, faking it off, and Hollis gets the first down. Mama Logano's one of 2 3-0 teams in this game, taking on Yemen's Warehouse. The Foreign Legion started things off with, there's a fumble picked up by Nugent, and it will be Yemen's Warehouse football. Great expectations, what a rush, and he runs over the secondary defender before falling over, losing his own balance. Marquis de Vellamond throws it incomplete over the head of his defender. What a game already. These are 2 undefeated teams, 3-0. The Foreign Legion started things off with 4 undefeated teams. 1 has gone to 4-0. That's Francois Crapery. Little Vanuatu lost to Danish Luz. They will have 2 undefeated teams after today. One of these 2 will be number 2. Meanwhile, we head over. Rancho Robusto starting things off against Burns and Crackle. That game should be a fun one. Rancho Robusto, 2-1. Burns and Crackle, the same score, the same record, excuse me. And that should be a fun game to check out. We've also got Holy Balls already moving downfield. A couple of kids lying on the ground. I'm sure they're fine. Just, tell them to walk it off, tough it out. They'll be fine. And a lot of time to throw for Scam. Likely finds Quantrell Ave right before the end zone on basically the 1 inch line. Likely, incomplete. Just hand it off and let the running back take it in. Scam Likely brought down in the backfield for a sack. Just hand off the football. It's all you need. You have a talented running back. They'll throw it again. Likely dumps it off to Listicle Clickbait Jr., the running back who gets the touchdown. Well, the running back got it after all, but a little harder than expected. So that's going to be our first score of that game. We head over to Bully Factory, currently sitting at 0-3. A very surprising start to the season for Bully Factory. They take on the 2-1 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, coming off a loss to Extreme Dentistry. And Lido Shuffle breaking free for a rush down to the 37. What a 36-yard gain for Bully Factory. And Goose Marshall, tries to find a play, and it's incomplete. Probably the best thing to expect from that one. Lido Shuffle yet again up the left side. A star in the making, Lido Shuffle for Bully Factory. Ralph Marshall, of course, knows that his son has one more year to shine. He's the focal point of this offense. Lido Shuffle up the middle. Again, man, the running game for Bully Factory. Maybe once his son is not playing anymore, Ralph Marshall can finally focus on the running game of this team. It's so good. Touchdown, just as I say it. Richmond Chambers gets the touchdown, a 31-yard grab in the back of the end zone. Starts doing the running man, and Bully Factory 10-0 lead to get this one started. Been nothing but action. We're going to head over to the booze hole. Taking on Holy Balls. Holy Balls with the ball again. Pitch play to Listicle Clickbait Jr. Going to the embiggener to see how far he can take that. A clearly posted at the 19. Yeah, another pitch play. Oh, they read it that time. And Rufus Bernard just drags down that child in the backfield. Now we're seeing another potential route for holy balls in this game. See if the Booze Hole can muster up something. This is a tough first conference game for the Booze Hole, a brand new team to the EAC. First quarter. Let's head over to Bully Factory again as Viadad, first time we're seeing them on offense. Crispin bed sheets. Oh, he had a defender, but it was well covered. He had a receiver that was well covered or incomplete. And 4th and 19, they will have to punt. So it'll be 1-800-VIADAD punting off the Bully Factory. And the last time we saw them deep in their own zone, they were able to break free. So let's keep an eye on this game just for the moment. Here's Marshall, a lot of time to throw. He's got an open receiver. It's recalculating route. Big play, 34-yard catch. And they hand it off once again. For 2nd and inches. Toledo shuffle. Another big play. Dank tinctures. What a drive by Goose Marshall. 5 for 9, 124 yards. And of course, the one touchdown so far. Looks for another receiver for the first down. And he is just gunslinging, and I don't know if his father on the sideline is excited or angry. You know, they all look the same to me for the years that I've known Ralph Marshall and seen him on the sidelines. Of course, the former mixed martial artist, now owner and operator of Bully Factory Children's MMA in South Tucson, Arizona. Kick is up. It's good for a field goal. 13-0 for Bully Factory. You look at this, you wonder how on earth are they 0-3? But you know what? All they have to do is, all they have to do is win their conference. If they get a conference championship out of all this, it doesn't matter if you go 0-3. You are in the playoffs. That is how this works. But 3 non-conference losses is not going to look good. When it comes down to selecting a team, I'm going to have to say that. Again, we're going to kick with this one and slide on over to Burns and Crackle taking on Rancho Robusto, plus-sized warehouse. Nice shot of the Embiggener, bringing the ball all the way to the 18-yard line. 2-minute warning. Burns and Crackle up 3-0. Teddy Graham sees the end zone. Caught! And that is Vanilla Dunkaroos with the first touchdown of the game. 9-0. Extra point coming. Up and good. It's 10-0 Burns and Crackle. In a big game in the BSB, the Big Small Business Conference, is kind of started to come into its own. You know, they started to become a really strong conference. Some really good teams. Extreme Dentistry, again, they lost today, but one of the top teams we were expecting to see in the league. We had the Marmalade Shack, of course, always there as former champion. Soul Watt just powered backwards into that tackle. Again, getting the first down. It was Louisville Sinkhorn for Rancho to Screamo Bandcamp. Wide open touchdown, Rancho. Screamo Bandcamp with that big catch for the touchdown. We're back to a 3-point game. We're going to head over to our battle of the undefeateds. Mama Logano's up by 10 on Yemen's Warehouse. And Marvelous Virgin, oh, what a cut to get the first down. Are they going to give it to him? Yes, they are. Marvelous Virgin, 98 yards, all-purpose today. Again, I'm sorry, that was actually 98 plus 82, I think was his full. He's up for like over 170-something yards today. Clayton with the catch. And that is another first down for Mama Logano's. Their offense has been so high-powered. Thanks to, again, handed off to Marvelous Virgin. Touchdown, Virgin. 23-7. And it's a 17-point game. Mama Logano's legitimate spaghetti house. You know, they have a veteran running back in Marvelous Virgin that is supporting a new quarterback, Mormon Whitecastle Jr., replacing Carson Brown, who, of course, was too old anymore, could no longer compete. He turned 14. He's out. So here's Marquis de Vellamon talking about another older quarterback. Finds Tim Nissan Kennedy. And Yemen's Warehouse, with less than 2 minutes to go, going to be on a bit of a drive. And we'll go ahead around the grounds right now. As all these games are starting to head to the half, Burns and Crackle extend their lead to 6 points with another field goal. And points at a premium in that game. Big defensive battle between Rancho Robusto and Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. We head over to the booze hole. Down by 10 to Holy Balls. The Holy Balls are on the drive from their own 44. Scam likely. He's got Harwell. And stopped using their first time out as the booze hole. Listicle Clickbait Jr. again brought down in the backfield. They're going to try to get him to punt and use all of their timeouts in the meantime. Clickbait Jr. breaks free for a first down, continuing going down to the 20 or somewhere in the red zone. But the Embiggener tells us exactly where the ball is. As you can clearly see, they spotted at the 23. Quantrell Ave with the big short play up the middle to get the first down. They're inside the 10. Clickbait Jr. They're down to the 6. Scam likely. Second and goal. Passes. Catch by Quantrell Ave for the touchdown. Holy Balls take this lead up to 17 on the booze hole. And they look like they're ready to be to remain an undefeated team. Here's Bully Factory, Lido Shuffle, 20-0 over 1-800 Bayadad. This is a shocking scoreline. Bayadad 2-1, Bully Factory 0-3 going into this game. They are not playing like the 0-3 team, as Goose Marshall gets brought down for a sack for a loss of 8. And a false start by Bully Factory. They're going to move even further back. Recalculating route, big catch inside the 15, and Bully Factory just are able to make these big plays happen. They're going to kick a field goal to make it 23-0 towards the end, as we get to the end of the half. What a game, what a half for Bully Factory. We see it's going to the half right now. Mama Logano's up by 17 as well. Rancho Robusto have the football and are driving down 6 in the third quarter. That's a big catch by Burnett. Burnett for Rancho Robusto. And so what goes untouched into the end zone. That's about a 30-yard run for a touchdown that will tie this up. The kick makes it 14-13. Rancho Robusto take the lead. For Burns and Crackle, Dunkaroos will field that kickoff, and it's Teddy Graham. A lot of time to throw. He's getting hurried by a defender. He finds Morton, Malik Morton. Couldn't even see him there over the large midfield logo. And it's a fumble, and Rancho cough it up. Or excuse me, Burns and Crackle cough it up. Rancho grab the football. So Watt, look at that stat line, 12 rushes, 150 yards. He's rushing for over 10 yards a carry. That is astounding. Like the math here gets 12.5 yards per carry for Sol Watt. But they will have to punt it away, and Burns and Crackle will field it. It is Bradley getting out of bounds at the 25. It'll be Teddy Graham, 2 backs on either side of him from the shotgun. Graham going long, caught, picked off. Oh, picked off, but it's going to be called back for, that was defensive pass interference, I guess, on that one. I missed the call, but masterpiece theater for Burns and Crackle. Again, another veteran running back. And he's going to rush again for a first down. Just kind of slow down that pace a little bit for Burns and Crackle. Take the air out of the football. And Teddy Graham, a lot of time to throw, incomplete. And again, you have masterpiece theater as the veteran running back to kind of calm down that quarterback if he makes a play that he's kind of beating himself up a little bit about. Or the coach is, angering him is getting him angry. Holding on Vanilla Dunkaroos on the offense. That's going to move him back. And what was a big play. Graham evades the diving defender who is just laying on the ground in just embarrassment. They only get 4 yards off of that one, but Masterpiece Theater is going to try to get back. We head to the Embiggener to see exactly where that play ends up. It's a first down for Masterpiece Theater, and I got to say, from seeing that play, what a beautiful run. The best run I've seen Masterpiece Theater put off in this whole game. He's going to get only 1 on that one. Now they're going to just call it back at the 9 of scrimmage. Head over to 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, who just kicked the field goal. Now 30-10 in that game. Not a lot to report there otherwise. And Donovan Frankenberry, well, it's going to be called back off of offsides on the defense. But he picked that one off and it was called back because of the penalty. Meanwhile, we're looking over here at Mama Logano's with a 10-point lead over Yemen's Warehouse. We're going to stick with this game for just a little bit as Mormon White Castle Jr. sacked for a loss of 8.
Sit up.
Yemen's Warehouse, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. That's a big catch by Lowe. Going to be a first down. They're giving forward in progression. That's great expectations with the catch for the first down. Gets another 5 afterwards. But pass interference will bring that back and set Yemen's Warehouse way back in their own zone. First and 20 for de Valemond. He makes these plays, and they just get called back by careless penalties. And we're going to switch over to another one of our games. Rancho Robusto and Burns and Crackle, a 1-point game right now. 9 minutes to go in the game. Masterpiece Theater. That's going to be Vanilla Dunkaroos from Teddy Graham. What a link-up. A perfect combination. And Burns and Crackle take the lead. The extra point makes it a 6-point game. Rancho Robusto are behind it. Switch on over to the Booze Hole, who are down 17, but in the red zone. They're just on the 25, actually. We're going to keep an eye on that Rancho game. That is the close score at the moment. offered small for the boots hole. That's Alan Smithy, dumps it off. Oh, incomplete. Not a great day for Alan Smithy. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. A lot of time to throw. Gets it to Bort Plates, just short of the first down marker, which is right on the goal line. So basically 3rd and goal right now. Smithy, a lot of time to throw. Incomplete. And they're going to go for it. I had to imagine they go for it. I can't imagine you kick this. They're going to kick it. Trey Peruvius Jr., the place kicker, is out, and it's good. It's a 2-score game, a 2-touchdown game, 14-point game, 24-10. Holy balls, getting the football back. Keep an eye on this one. Bully Factory still up by 20, but Bayadad are moving downfield inside the 25. 1-800-BIADAG, Crispin Bedsheets, again, dropping back, has Mekhi Moose, the tight end, but there's a flag, it's holding, it's gonna come back. And they are far out of the red zone, so we're gonna go ahead and head back to our Battle of the Undefeated. It's a 10-point game. Mama Logano's taking on Yemen's Warehouse, offensive holding, called again.
Tonight.
And they'll kick a long field goal, 13-point game. Mama Logano's looking to protect that undefeated record, 3-0. Looking to go 4-0 and announce themselves for the rest of the Foreign Legion and the rest of South Tucson to hear. And they don't have it any easier. You know, I said we had 4 teams in the Foreign Legion that went 3-0 in non-conference play. Mama Logano's are the only team that will play all 3 other teams. Everyone else, the schedule does not work out that way. Mama Logano's who take on Happy Release Manicures next week. Then they have Francois Creperie and Little Vanuatu right after that. Again, Little Vanuatu no longer undefeated, but they have quite the schedule on their plate. We're seeing how they handle Yemen's Warehouse. Are they for real? Are they pretenders? We don't know necessarily just yet. Big gain by Grape Expectations. 115 yards of rushing. There are currently 2 undefeated teams that have made it to 4-0 today. Holy Balls, we're going to check in on them. Holy Balls up by 21. That looks to be team number 3. And the winner of this game will make it team number 4, giving us 4 teams undefeated going into week 5. And that is now a 10-point game with Mama Logano's getting this football back. Let's go around the grounds again. 4:20 to go left in that game. Blaze it and Burns and Crackle down by 15 and down by a lot with that sack. They're going to be punting that one away. We head over to Holy Balls. Scam likely. Let's see this play. If it works out, it gets just annihilated in the backfield by Rufus Bernard. 4 sacks today for Bernard. Scam likely looking downfield. Caught by Quantrell Ave. Big catch. And Scam likely moves this team further downfield. We head over to 1-800-BIADAD, still down by 20 against Bully Factory, looking for their first win. The Crispin Bedsheets getting hurried by 2 defenders. Oh, has the receiver wide open, but doesn't get there in time. So we'll head back to our, I guess this is our closest game at the moment. Rancho Robusto up by 15 on Burns and Crackle. They're going to punt it away. And again, Mama Logano's up by 17. Mormon Whitecastle Jr. over to Duder Skeleton. He's got all sorts of daylight in front of him, but there's a flag on the play. This could be a touchdown. We'll see what happens. There might be some holding on that play. Yeah, there is. That's going to be coming back. Offensive holding to Mama Logano's. There's Teddy Graham for Burns and Crackle, incomplete. unfortunately, no close games to report of our 4 featured games here in the third and final session of the day. We'll stick with this one for the moment. That is 4th and 20, and that's going to be a turnover for Rancho Robusto, who have it inside the red zone already because they went for a 4th. Sol Watt will take it for 5, and this will basically lock this game up for Rancho Robusto, plus-sized warehouse. So we'll stick with the last 2.5 minutes or so of this game for now. Yemen's Warehouse down by 17, about to suffer their first loss to Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House, who will improve to 4-0 if this score holds, and it most likely should. An Ovarian Barbarian with 7 sacks today. What a strong performance by that defensive lineman. I think he's a lineman, yeah. And Mormon Whitecastle Jr. has it in the red zone. Caught by Gogurt Squeeze. Make it 40-17. Let's make that 41. And Mama Logano's opening this one wide against a fellow undefeated team. I am shocked. We'll see what Devalamon can do with 1.5 minutes to go. He's going to get a big play to Tim Nissan Kennedy. Wide open, and Yemen's Warehouse come back on one play with a 63-yard touchdown. I mean, sure, why not? So 41-24, a 17-point lead for Mama Logano's. And they can basically take this one to the final whistle, you'd have to imagine. Rancho Robusto on defense right now, but 40 seconds ago, they are up by 22. That should be well in hand. And look at this one. We got a pretty close one here. That's the Booze Hole with 1 minute to go, down by 10. We'll stick with this one for the moment. Alan Smithy, flag on the play, going to air it out. Caught by Terrell. It might come back, though. Yeah, it's going to come back. Harvey Mayfield called for offensive holding. It's 1st and 20. Still a 10-point deficit.
Select.
And Bobo again. Well, it's 4th and 20. They're going to have to go for it. Alan Smithy. One last chance to get that first down. He gets the catch, but it's only for a couple of yards. And it's going to be a turnover. Holy Balls will basically take this to the final whistle. And we head over to this one. Bully Factory, Children's MMA, up by 20 with 1 minute 43 to go. 100 Bidad still driving. And we have a little bit of bonus coverage right now. This is the Marmalade Shack with a lead on Casa de Gordosa. Yeah, they're going to just let that clock run out. That is going to be the end. So let's head over to some other bonus coverage right now. Abigail Mays, Aggressive Steakhouse, after suffering a loss, improved to 3-1 with a big win over Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store. And we will end week 4 with 4 undefeated teams left. Francois Creperie, Holy Balls, Kathy's Country Cookin', and Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. I will say, 18 teams at 3-1, so there are some quality teams all across the league. Pretty well distributed across all the conferences. And again, we're seeing the Gluttony League look to be the best conference in South Tucson at the moment. They're going to go ahead and take this one down and let this game be it. Tweaked groin breaks open into the secondary, and that will be game for that. Let's head back over to this one, and 58-38 is going to be the final score, I'd have to imagine, for this one. We'll stick with it for the moment. Crispin Bedsheets going to air it out. Incomplete pass. 63 seconds left to go. And we should have some more reports for you. We'll have all of our player stats updated for you soon enough. Week 4 stats taken care of, and Crispin Bench, he's trying to make something happen. Just in this, basically garbage time. Oh, and out of reach. 1st and 10. They're going to keep trying for it. 39 seconds to go. We'll stick with this game until its conclusion, as this is the last game still going on. Same play, no result any different. And they will settle for a touchdown in garbage time with 17 seconds to go. This will be it for Bully Factory getting their first win against 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, Bully Factory team that just did nothing in non-conference play in the first 3 weeks. Went 0-3. Improved to 1-3, but 1-0 in conference is what's going to matter for the moment. That's Dank Tinctures with a big catch, and they will let this one run out. That is going to be it as we head to the conclusion of week 4. Here are the scores to talk about. We thank you all for joining us here for South Tucson Youth Football. Week 4 is in the books. 4 undefeated teams remain. Francois Creperie, one of them. Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House, another one of them. Holy Balls remain undefeated as well. And last but not least, Kathy's Country Cookin'. That is it for us. These are your final scores of today. I'm Brian Hughes. We'll see you next week for Week 5 action here at South Tucson Youth Football.